Public speaking is something that individuals are both obsessed about and terrified of. That famous Jerry Seinfeld quip about how people would rather be in the grave than give a presentation or speak in public.
At least to the average person, if you have to be at a funeral, you would rather be in the casket than doing the eulogy.
But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be terrifying. In today's video, I am going over 7 easy tips that will actually help you with public speaking so that you feel more confident and far less afraid of the activity itself. My name is Hannah Michelotti. I'm a public speaking and presentation coach in Portland, Oregon, and I help corporate professionals like you put more personality in your presentations so you can not only persuade your audiences, but engage your audiences. Here are those 7 tips. Number 1, don't memorize, map instead. Instead of memorizing your content, which is going to lock you in solidly so that if you do make a mistake, there's going to be more pressure on your end to get back on track, map out what you have to say with bullet points. This way, you're going to get to the same points, but you're not going to talk about them the same way each time. What this does is it gives you flexibility and looseness in your delivery, not only verbally, but with your tone of voice and your nonverbal behavior. And it also takes off the pressure of having to say every word exactly right. Here's a pro tip. To help you with this bullet-pointed mapping system, give yourself some visual cues. If you're using a slide deck, put up a visual that is specifically geared toward a point you'd like to talk about. It's part of the map. It's part of your guide. Number 2, start with some spark. You have approximately 7 seconds when you start speaking to actually hook and engage your audience.
Who's in charge here?
Sometimes it's as few as 5 seconds by some research. You need to make those seconds count. Spending those seconds on
"Hello, my name is, this is my title, and I'm very excited to be here today,"
is what everyone says, and it doesn't tell your audience that you are worth giving their attention to. Instead, start with a story.
When I'm 16 years old in Yosemite National Park,
A bold or a startling statement, or a question that really gets your audience to think. In fact, I have a free guide that outlines the 5 jaw-dropping ways you can start your presentation that are not "Hello, my name is." I'm putting a link to it in the description box below. You can also click right here. Number 3, you are not a robot. You are not a robot, so use your personality. Let you shine through in your presentations. This is the hardest piece of advice for people to follow because this means that you're opening yourself up for some judgment. When you put up stats and figures and data and graphs and charts, all of that is removed from you. People are judging that. They're not judging you. But when you put yourself into a presentation, you make it far more engaging than in any other stat or data or graph could ever be. Your audience wants a human. They do not want a flawless airbrush machine. Give them you. Number 4, make eye contact like a pro. Actually talk to individuals in the crowd or in the boardroom or around the meeting table. Don't just scan the crowd. Now, I know this advice over the years has changed, and I agree with the change. You don't need to necessarily spend 7 seconds dedicated to a single face because that can be hard for some people, but do try to focus your attention on a section of the room if it's too hard to focus direct eye contact on a single individual. What this does is it tells people you actually see them. Eye contact is the number 1 way we communicate non-verbally. Think about that look you shared with a friend or that look one of your parents gave you growing up. They did not need to say anything, but that look said everything. Eye contact is vital for your message. When it comes to virtual presenting versus in person, you do want to make sure you're making eye contact with the camera, not your face over here on the screen. Look directly into the camera when you speak so that you're simulating true eye contact as if you were in person. Number 5, own your space. Own it. You want to use purposeful gestures and stay grounded in your movement. Avoid the sways, avoid the tiny steps, keep your feet firmly planted, don't lock your knees, and make sure those gestures are really intentional. A pro tip here, when you're making an extremely big point, similar to a pause. Plant your feet and stay still. So many speakers and presenters, comedians especially, they move, they pace, they sway. The moment someone stands still, we lean in and listen as an audience. Give your audience that opportunity to lean in, see you, and really hear what you have to say with an intentional, rooted pause, standing still. Number 6, speaking of pauses, pause like you mean it. Silence is your secret weapon. I don't know why I went quiet on weapon. A pause gives your audience time to absorb your message. Audiences recall what you have just said after a pause. It gives them time to properly digest what you have shared. I purposely have not done any cuts in this video so that you can listen to the pause and track what I said prior. Avoid filler words and use a pause instead. Number 7, practice the effective way. Don't practice by reading off of your slides. Your slides are ancillary to your message. Your slides are an aid for your audience. They are not your script. Practice speaking out loud so you know what sounds and words are most effective coming out of your mouth. The words that I say that come out of my mouth are not going to sound the same coming out of your mouth and will not be as effective. To find out what's going to work for you, you have to actually speak out loud. Do the movements out loud. Try the pauses. Stand in place. Practice your gestures and movements. Pro tip here, practice in short bursts instead of long stretches of time. Practice in 15-minute increments. Allow your brain the chance to rest, reset, and absorb what you've shared, then come back to what you're wanting to share. Here's my final piece of advice. The best speakers didn't start out that way. They became the best speakers because they practiced, they tweaked what they saw and they said, they practiced some more, and they kept tweaking it. I myself have to practice, watch what I've said, practice again, tweak it, go watch it, tweak it, practice it. You are not good inherently. People are not born with public speaking skills or charisma. They practice, I promise. If you'd like more information like this, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to grab my free guide, the 5 jaw-dropping ways to start your presentations. So you're not beginning with, hello, my name is. That's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.